we're joined by Kylie Strom. Kylie, Washington Spirit coming into town for another matchup on Sunday. Just kind of give us your initial thoughts on the kind of match you expect to have.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a tough match. Obviously, Spirits, a very good team, very quality, have a lot of threats. So we're up for the challenge. We're excited.
Great, go ahead, Austin.
Obviously, a lot of implications with this game on Sunday. A chance to clinch the Shield. How's the team kind of just mentally preparing for a game where it has that many implications?
Yeah, it's obviously an amazing opportunity and something we would love to do. Win the Shield, especially in front of our fans. They absolutely deserve it. But at the same time, I think the approach we're taking is just, another game. And that's what we've been doing all season, just taking one game at a time. So we're going to do the same this time.
Just with, these are the top two teams that are going to be playing. Do you feel like this is kind of the biggest test for this team as you start to get ready for playoffs?
Absolutely. I mean, 1 versus 2. It doesn't get much better than that. And like you said, there's a lot of implications. They're fighting for the Shield as well. They have a lot to play for, so it's going to be a battle, and we're really excited for it.
Over the last 4 games or so, you've been getting a lot of teams that have been, pushing you to the limit. Obviously, in Bay, you came down to the end. How have you kind of found just over the last, couple games the intensity from other teams have kind of stepped up to try and be the one to take down the top?
Yeah, we know we have a big target on our back. That's no surprise at all. Everybody's going to play their best game against us. Everybody has that extra motivation against us. So we just have to keep raising our level.
Defensively for you guys, I mean, it's been, shutout after shutout, except for this past game. You set a record for most minutes of shutouts. I mean, just how can you put into words just how this defense has played throughout this season of just the cohesiveness with the back line, the midfield, and everyone kind of playing a part in that role?
I mean, I think you could see our reaction when we did get scored on against Houston. Like, we were so upset. I think that kind of summarizes why we are the way we are. We were still winning the game at that point, thanks to Ange's goal. But, we were still, it hurts to get scored on. And we weren't thinking about, now our records, we lost our record now. Or, I didn't even know we had that record until afterwards. So I think just from front to back, our defensive organization has been incredible, and it takes the whole team.
Do you feel like just the mentality defensively from this team is what kind of leads from back to front, leading from that defensive effort through the team into those transition moments into the offense, and why this team has been so good in terms of just being able to hold teams, to shutouts, as well as being able to capitalize on those scoring opportunities?
Absolutely. I think it's contagious. I think when M makes a big block or Corey shuts down Chewinga, I think it hypes the whole team up. And, I think we just have so much trust and belief in one another, and we kind of know, we're going to be hard to score on. We know that. So if we can put the ball in the back of the net, we're going to have a really good chance of winning.
How much has Seth kind of played into that? Obviously, from a defensive mindset, that's his bread and butter. How much has he kind of pressed the defensive mentality throughout this season?
Massively. He's obviously a defender himself, so he takes a lot of pride in that. And he's helped us a lot. We do a lot of functional work with our back line, but we love it. He's gotten us to love defending and take pride in defending, and I think he rewards us for it as well. Sometimes, if we score a goal, he makes sure to put in, that tackle, include that tackle in the film that leads up to that goal, or, surround it in context, so we're not forgotten about.
Has he ever given you any flack for, I could have done this better or anything like that?
I mean, no, he gives us really good advice. He talks about when he played. We love hearing about that because obviously it's super relevant. I think having a coach that has played and been in similar situations, both dealing with stuff on and off the pitch, is super helpful. So he makes things look a little easier sometimes than it is for us. But
has his from your transition from left back to center back, how much has his experience just kind of helped you in that transition from playing out wide to playing more center?
Yeah, really good. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I don't think anybody saw this as like a permanent solution. Obviously, Rafa's an amazing player, and she's been so unlucky with injuries, my heart breaks for her. We really miss her out there. But everybody's been super supportive, like Seb and the coaching staff and the players always believed in me and always have been helping me. So yeah, it's been a fun year.
We'll go to Zoom, and Jeff, go ahead.
Thanks. Hi, Kylie. Jeff Kassouf with ESPN. Just wondering, you just mentioned, the record that you weren't aware of, I guess, when that happened, but I'm sure you're aware that you guys haven't lost yet, obviously. How do you, how do you kind of manage that? I guess it's an external pressure, but, being aware of it, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy. We've talked about it. Like, is it a good thing to lose? You don't want your first loss to be in playoffs. So we kind of talked about we can win and we can still learn from it. So there's been a few games where we haven't performed our best. For example, the Bay game. Maybe you could say maybe we got a little lucky. We got Anna made some really good saves. So we just try and take one game at a time and just learn from the wins.
And the Shield itself, obviously in a league with playoffs, how do you view that? I mean, obviously it's such a long season, and that is the reward for doing it consistently, but then you've got to turn around and, go into a playoffs. I mean, how are you kind of viewing the pursuit of that Shield, at least?
I mean, it's exciting. Like, it would be amazing this weekend to, win it in front of our fans. I think they deserve that. It's been a long time coming for them. So that would be amazing. But at the same time, we know, we're still, whatever happens this weekend, we're still in a really good position. And it's in our hands ultimately.
And just one more for me, if I could. I know you've spoken recently about the transformation of the club and being here, through the years, and since then, obviously, the crowd that you all had a week ago, which was, historic for you guys. I mean, as much as you can kind of unpack years of that in this setting, I guess, like what has it meant to be part of that, to come from kind of those lower points to, however the season finishes, obviously quite a remarkable season.
Absolutely. I think that's what makes this season even more special is to kind of know what this club and this organization has been through. It wasn't always easy, but I think, we've got the right people in the right places and we have something really special here. So it's super exciting now and for the future.